Hi guys, today we will take the case study on the sustainable concrete, sustainable material. So nowadays as a civil engineer, we are facing so much of difficulties in getting the natural materials. So actually for making the concrete, we are using the MSAT as a final ingredient. So before this, some 5 years we have used the river sand, but nowadays we are using the MSAT. And we are using the coarse aggregate natural, it is a natural material, and also we are using the cement. So if you are manufacturing the cement, it comprises totally the natural resources. So the cement manufacturing is totally depending upon the natural materials. So here, due to the increase in the urbanization and population, we are constructing the buildings by using the mostly in concrete. So especially in India, we are using the concrete. So and if you are taking that, the concrete is the second used material next to the water. Okay, so without concrete, we can't construct the building. So if you are taking the concrete, the cement is the main important material. Okay, and there are so many special types of concretes are available. For an example, self-compacting concrete, geopolymer concrete, then high-strength concrete, fiber-reinforced concrete. So many things are there. And also, due to the increase in urbanization, nowadays we are constructing the apartments, villas everywhere. And to increasing the aesthetic appearance of the buildings, we are using the paper block everywhere. So nowadays, the usage of paper block is increased. And mainly we are using the natural materials for producing the paper block. So normally we will use fine aggregate, that is a MSAT, then coarse aggregate and cement. So here we are not using any sustainable material here. So we have to go for the sustainable material. So for that we are using the geopolymer paper block everywhere. So this is a main aim for doing that. I think you are doing the project on geopolymer paper block. So this is sustainable material. The main reason is to reduce the cement content and to use the waste material in this manufacturing of the paper block. Okay, so we will discuss on that. Students, will you please give me your points for this geopolymer concrete?
I'm actually saying we are using much lots of cement as it produces carbon dioxide. Instead of going with cement, we can use going with the industrial based materials like GBS and like that. As you said, industries are made. We are using much numbers of paper blocks. It also made up of cement. Right? We are going instead of cement with GGBS or fly ash. It can reduce the cement content. As it is much sustainable for our earth and it is much and more low carbon and it is also which controls carbon footprints which can we can utilize waste materials which can make lots of dumps in society.
Okay, so is there any other point on this?
So the main concept I am going to evaluate here, the main concept of geopolymer is to how the geopolymer is advanced and conventional, advanced and replaceable for the cement, ordinary Portland cement in our construction industry. So as it is fully replaced by the ordinary Portland cement systems with the geopolymer, where the cement usually produces the emission of carbon dioxide with lot of contribution in it. Usually the main concept of the geopolymer is to how the reaction of materials like the reaction formed by the alkaline solution with the silicate and aluminum silicate properties it has, and which provides low carbon solution for the reduces of carbon footprint, which converts the waste into high performance construction material.
Okay, so is there any other point on this?
Yes. When we have challenge right now, when we are using geopolymer, we don't have any regulations such as code books. So we can't know how much we need to use, how much we need to prevent ourselves from those materials. Instead, we are using alkaline which can prevent health issues for us, and it is also riskier for handling. So we need some prevention from our side. As we don't have any codes, we can't provide it to some buildings directly, as it has some restrictions like IS code for normal conventional homes. But we don't have anything for our geopolymer concrete or our stable. That is all.
Okay. So is there any other point on this?
Environmental and economical impact. So reduce the carbon dioxide emission and utilized for as a resource to reduce this material, and cost wise is to saving.
Cost wise. Okay, very good.
So utilize this is individual ways to utilize this product.
Okay.
And compression strength and water strength and flexible strength is a very good system.
So, okay, now we are using this. Is there any application on this? Are we using anywhere?
So I'm going to tell you the application of paper blocks. So the paper blocks are ideally it is experimentation, because there is no steel reinforcement required at the time. It is easy to mold and it is always in high demand.
So here, if you are taking it, so in this session, you could understand that what is a geopolymer concrete and the geopolymer paper block. So here, so this is the best sustainable material. Here, for producing this material, this concrete, we don't need for any natural. We are not only depending upon the natural resources. We are using the base material from the industries, for example, fly ash and GGBs. So simply we are dumping these materials simply in dumping yards and also in roadways and also the waterways. So if you are using this waste material as a civil engineer, so you can reduce the carbon footprint to the society. Okay, and also there are so many applications for that. So if you have explained the things in a very good manner. So thank you, students. So do your project on this. Even though we don't have the guidelines, we have to develop this in a good manner, and we have to give this material to the society. Thank you.
Thank you.